What is going on, everybody? I'm your average gamer. As always, I hope you're having a fantastic day. And in this video, we are going to discuss what it means to be a good support in Overwatch 2. Now, I feel like when most people think support, they automatically think something like a Mercy, who is going to sit there and heal your team and just heal you and be nothing else but a healer. And that comes with a lot of negative type of attachments, such as nobody's going to want to play support for that specific reason. Okay, I talked about that in my last video. If you're going to play a support, at least try to have fun. You know, that's the way I've looked at it. And my first ranking, I got silver 1, right? And at the end of this video, I am gold 3. So you can see the improvement slowly start to shine through as I figure out what it means to even be a support. When I first started playing this game, I thought the entire role of a support was to just sit there and heal the team, sit behind the team, and heal them and make sure that nobody in your team dies. And that is a playstyle that you can use certain, I guess, any support that you really want, and be efficient that way. But that doesn't mean that is the only playstyle. If you're sort of like me and you just want to do damage no matter the role, personally I am a damage main. I'm a plat 1 trying to work my way up to diamond, but for somebody that just started playing the game, I have no problems being a plat 1. But like I said in my last video, I want to start playing other characters so I can get a better concept of who I'm fighting in the future, so I can, you know, figure out their pros and their cons and what I'm able to do. And the best way to do that is to play as that hero. So when it comes to the support heroes, in my opinion, they are completely underrated in every category throughout the entire game. A lot of people have this thought process that, again, they're only meant to heal. They're called support, they're not called healers, okay? Like, there's different ways to support your team. I try to talk about that, give a few examples in my last video. I talk about a Zenyatta debuff and how great that can be, and how he's not the greatest healer, but the fact that you can debuff a tank or anybody on the other team so they take increased damage is huge. Plus, Zenyatta's ultimate ability can be used in so many different team fights. It is also very, very good. I'm just trying to get away from that whole thought process that supports need to heal and do nothing else in the game when they can be beneficial in so many different ways. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I have the answers or that I know what I'm doing. I'm a top 500 player and that you should listen to me by any means. No, don't necessarily take my word for like the Bible, but I can definitely give you a few pointers or tips or tricks if you're an average gamer such as myself. The very first tip I can give you, which is going to sound so generic and not helpful at all, but it should be, is ignore what everybody has to say and just have fun playing the game. Figure out what hero you like and just keep having fun with it, alright? For example, I absolutely love playing as Hanzo. He's very fun, but dude, I am so bad, and if I sat there and listened to what everybody had to say, it would stop me from playing as a hero. Now, again, like I said, I'm not the greatest Hanzo, but I guarantee you in time, if I keep playing as him, I'll become very, very good. That goes back to my Ashe gameplays. Go back and watch my very first Ashe gameplay compared to some of my most recent Ashe gameplay. In 2 weeks, I feel like I metamorphosized? I don't know the word for that, but I cocooned into a butterfly, okay? And if you look at the chat in the video right here, I left this in on purpose because I made a remark saying that I am the DPS. It is a total joke. I even said that I was going to go battle Mora, but if you look at the scoreboard, I am doing pretty well. Look at the other damage character as a soldier. I'm not trying to throw him underneath the bus. It's just he's being extremely toxic, so I was just kind of pulling his leg. That's the type of fun I like to have, you know? It's just poking fun of the toxic people. He had no reason to say anything. He just, you know? I guarantee you if I were to look him up, he's probably silver or gold. Just like I am, you know? And you don't see me complaining and bitching that the DPS isn't going crazy. Man, like, I'm not going to talk about all the toxicness in this game because I could talk about it for hours. But just stay in your lane and have fun, alright? Stop the complaining. This dude probably took it to heart that I am the DPS. He called me out as playing a Moira, but hey, dude, that is my type of playstyle. But that is exactly what I'm talking about. If I were to listen to what this dude was to say, I'd be, you know, screw it, I'm gonna be the real DPS because I feel as if I'm a better DPS than him. But I'm not gonna let that logic stop me from having fun with the game. Now, I do have fun playing as a DPS, but I feel like I have to concentrate so much harder. That is why I kind of wanted to play the support role too, is, you know, it's just a nice change of pace of just having to sit back and let your team kind of do everything and try to keep them alive, or push the squishies as a Moira, which is something I talk about. Having a battle Moira or a battle support isn't a terrible thing, right? For example, in this game that you're watching right now, I do a terrible job healing my team. Nobody complains, and yet we win. Also, by no means do I sit here and think that I'm super, super great and better than everybody. No, okay? I just have fun playing this game, and nobody's going to take that aspect away from me, okay? That you could sit here and tell me that I'm bad and that I'll never make it to Diamond or anything. Dude, I don't care, right? Again, I just have fun. The fact that I made it to Plat 1 is awesome. Now I know for a fact I can get to Diamond if I put more time into the game, which is exactly what I'm doing. You know, like I said, I'm having a lot of fun just playing the game. Don't let anybody take that one aspect away from you. You know, if you have fun playing as a Zenyatta but you don't do well every game, put in that practice. Become a better Zenyatta. Become the best support that you want to be. You know, like again, I said in my last video that I'm not going to sit here and be anybody's pocket heal. I'm not doing it, okay? It's just not happening. But I will play a support in a role or a way that I like that is also kind of beneficial to the team. Another huge tip I can give you is stop changing your sensitivity. Find out something that feels comfortable and keep using it for weeks. Do not change it whatsoever. I don't care if for a few games that your shot is terrible or it feels too slow or it feels too fast. Find out what feels somewhat comfortable and practice it. Okay, because you changing it every single game or every other day is going to mess with you mentally, and I promise you that is something that I used to do all the time, so I'm speaking from experience, okay? Let your muscle memory build up, okay? Over the course of time, you're going to develop a shot and hit some flicks that you couldn't do if you keep changing your sensitivity constantly. Another tip that I can give you, which I put emphasis on 100 times over, find a hero you like and do not change it. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're not performing well, and screw what everybody else says. That is a very common thing. A lot of people like to complain in this game, and the most ironic part is they're not doing so hot. You know, it's not like they're the greatest people. The people that always end up complaining aren't the greatest, you know, at the game. They just want something to complain about to fill their ego. It's not necessarily you. I made videos about that where as soon as you don't have the most heals on the team as a support, you get targeted. It doesn't matter how much damage you have or how many eliminations you have. If you don't have the most heals, they are telling you to switch and blah 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 because you're not benefiting the team. You are benefiting the team. They just don't see it statistically. The last tip I can give you is if you're struggling with finding a specific hero or struggling with doing well, like I said, I would find one hero that you like and just keep using it. Don't matter if you're not doing too well, you will get better over time. But I think Moira from the support is by far the easiest hero to use in this game. I don't even think that it's close. You have a damage orb and a healing orb. So your job is to do damage and heal. And it sounds pretty easy because it is easy. Now, a lot of the other supports require, again, a more specific type of playstyle. And if you get bored of Moira, you can sit there and try to figure it out. And sometimes learning, you know, to play differently can be extremely fun, and this game definitely provides that opportunity. If I had to sum up everything in this video, it would be to, of course, have fun, find a hero that you like and don't change it, try not to change your sensitivity as much, and ignore what everybody has to say, especially if you're a support, because 9 times out of 10, they're always going to complain about your healing, but they'll never say anything about your damage or the amount of eliminations you have. Anyway, the video is coming to an end. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below, and be sure to subscribe. Everything is absolutely free, and it helps me out tremendously. As always, I love you guys, and I hope you guys stay smooth. Peace.
Heroes never die. For a price. Receive my aid. Let go. A cure for all the escape me. You surrender to my will.